Kev, we go into tomorrow's game with plenty of positives to take from a good point against Forest Green. Can you take confidence from a performance like that?
Yeah, I think so. I think listen, the league leaders obviously, and a very good team at that as well. So pleased with how we went about it, and especially second half, and we had a real go. But yeah, listen, that one's dead, and we move on pretty quick.
It was the first time that Cav Miley and James Morton have started together since Cav came back from injury. Did you feel that went well?
Listen, I think we've got good midfielders, and I think whatever combination, I think we can mix and match and change when we need to. They played Saturday, but Nor's played, Keenan's played, Monkey's played. So we think we've got good competition there.
Yeah, it's been a little while since we've had a Tuesday night fixture. Have the lads come in well off the back of Saturday?
Yeah, no, all okay. We think obviously have a few checks and that and see where everyone is, and we look to see what we go into Woking with. But usually off the back of a positive weekend, then you find it a bit brighter.
Yeah, Michael Dawes' Woking side are the opponents tomorrow. They had a tough game against Barnet on Saturday, so no doubt they'll pose a tricky test.
Yeah, absolutely. And at home they've been good. Yeah, listen, a tough one for Barnet. Going to Barnet, everyone knows that where they're at in a minute, and they were well in that game for a long time. So so no issues of how tough it is going there and how tough it. Every time we do go there, it's a tough game.
Thank you very much.
Kevin, it was a thrilling game to watch on Saturday. What aspect of that performance were you most proud of?
I think a lot in terms of character, and against the league leaders, easy to let your head drop and lose the game. We kept going and we kept pushing to try and win the game, and I think we were positive in terms of the changes we made to try and do that, and looked like the team possibly going on to win it.
One of those changes you brought on was a Danny Waldron. How pleased we had to have him back in the fray?
Yeah, no, listen, we want all our players up and running and fit and pushing for starting places, and they'll do that by how they train, whether they're at it every day, and when they get a chance, they've got to make an impact, because if they don't, then someone else will.
It seemed Joshua Walker seemed to really enjoy playing on that left wing when you had that change of formation as well. Do you think that's something that is something that's an option?
I don't know yet. We'll have a look. We'll decide when we look at Woking what's the best way of going. But we've changed formation loads this year, and if it fits the game, then we'll look at it. If it doesn't fit the game, then we'll try and do what we're good at.
Obviously, great to see a player that's showing versatility as well.
Yeah, listen, which they all do. They've had to do that a few times, and I'm sure more can do that as well.
Ollie Coker, great form for him. 3 goals in about 4 games or so now for him, and he says how he's enjoying learning from you as well. How pleased are you with the development he's making? Yeah,
listen, I think he's had his injury this year, which slowed him down a bit, but he's got good quality on the ball, and as one of the midfielders that we've got, I think he adds that as well, which is important.
With Woking, it's been a good stomping ground in previous days, but what are you expecting from this side going into this one?
No, we'll come after you. They'll give you a tough game, and anything you get, you've got to earn at Woking, and that's no different to Michael's teams that when they came here last year and made it very difficult for us. But they're at home. I'm sure they'll be looking to go in and win the game. But as always, midweek under lights, I'm sure it'll be fast paced and intense. So we've got to be ready for that and impart our game when we can.
I had a little dig through the archives. I think you guys must have faced each other as players. I think, was it 2006, 2007, he was Coventry, and then when you were at Gillingham as well. Do you have memories of facing him as a player?
Yeah, no, brilliant player. Competitive, like his teams will be, with good quality as well, and had a brilliant career, and is taking that on into management now, and I'm sure he'll do very well.
So you've got a period coming up. We've got sort of 3 away games in a row. You've got this one, Halifax, and the FA Trophy. What's the key sort of managing that period of away games?
No, listen, we've had that before, and it's nothing different. Keeping people fit, keeping people on the grass, getting the right amount of work, and obviously we've got some travel coming up, but it's part and parcel of it, and we look forward to the game starting tomorrow night.
Obviously, yourself and Michael both players who went into coaching. It's quite a popular transition that we see in football, but on a more general scale, what's the toughest part of making that transition from being a player into a coach?
Well, ours. Yeah, I've got a young family, so I started off doing coaching at young ages, young age groups, and then I think you got to earn your stripes a bit, go make your mistakes, coaching, and I think learning about yourself and what works you think and that. But there's certainly no I've got my badges, but there's certainly no badges in the world can teach you what goes on at some clubs, including this over the last 2 or 3 years. So, yeah, loads. You know, keep learning. I think that's the most important thing. Being open-minded to everything and wanting to keep improving and learning about yourself and taking that further as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You said on Saturday there's a bit of an illness.
Yeah.
How's sort of Bridgie doing and how's that?
Yeah, a little bit better. I think I've got a little bit as well. So it's, yeah, I think this time of year, isn't it? Everyone's affected, and up and down the country, I'm sure everyone will be. But you know, hopefully we'll be okay.
And Joe Blevins was out before the
Yeah.
a bit of running, which was good to see. Is he sort of gradually getting a bit nearer?
Yeah, just getting nearer, just building up the work within his legs to push him and see where he's at, and hopefully that gets closer and closer as the days and weeks go by.